Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alex and this is my first ever time posting a video of my art. I'm a self-taught artist and I'm going to show you some of my characters and try to explain the story the best I can. So let's get into it. Okay, so a little bit about my story. So it's about these kids in a heavenly afterlife school and they're cleaning up the sins of the world. You know, kind of self-explanatory, I guess. And Nigel is the ruler of this heavenly afterlife, but not the principal. The principal is a totally different person. He is basically a pretty boy who loves attention and glory, and he's kind of a loser. But you know, don't tell him that because he'll probably kill you. And well, his outfit was inspired by an earlier design of one of my other characters, who kind of works for Nigel. He's like one of the teachers at the school. And the one thing that I loved most about his design was his wings, and Procreate completely clipped out the whole part of me doing the wings, and I'm dying inside because they took so long. But yeah, Nigel, he's kind of the ruler and kind of an asshole. But I don't think that I want Nigel to be the good person in this story. I want him to kind of be a narcissist who people trust, but they definitely should not trust. Like that one friend who you trust with your life to keep a secret, and then they just tell the whole world. Something like that. And Nigel is not the only one in the heavenly afterlife. Another character who's coming up next is also kind of a ruler of this afterlife world. But Nigel, he sees himself as like a king above everyone else, and he's not really, because even though he's like the leader of this big heavenly afterlife, he's not the ruler. There's higher up people above him, but he just feels entitled to be the ruler of like everything and wants everything to go perfect. And then when it doesn't, he snaps and like would kill one of his followers or something. Yeah, so that's about Nigel, and his part's almost over, so let's go on to the next character. Okay, next up is Sirius, and like before with Nigel, there's a heavenly afterlife, so that means there has to be like a hell-like afterlife, which Sirius is in charge of. And unlike most depictions of hell, he's more nice, you know? Not like your red man sitting on a throne poking people with a pitchfork. No, he's more of a trying to reform the people to go into the heavenly life. Because instead of just the bad people going there, bad people still do go there in this world, but like the people who have given up on life and couldn't see the enjoyment of it and took it for granted. I don't know, some jigsaw like. So that's what he's all about. I'm bad at explaining. I can't do voiceovers. But yeah, all the lost souls that kind of lost touch of life, he tries to reform so they can go to the heavenly afterlife to be with Nigel. But Servius doesn't really know that Nigel is a total loser and wants the world to burn. But he's another character who's like minor but has a really big role, and this is mostly because his past has something to do with another character's dad. Let's just get at that. And he also tries to stop the main villain group from like behind the scenes, and let's just say he doesn't succeed. Servius was basically loosed on me, minus, you know, the absolute god body, because I don't lift weights in my life, and I could never look like that if I wanted to. But he's kind of like based off of my personality, per se. Kind of, not really. And I gave him a scythe that has like a decaying effect to show that he's been in the afterlife business for like a real long time. And Nigel, just like him, I didn't have any early sketches. Okay, like, I don't do planning. I'm not a planner. Like this voiceover, I'm doing this last minute. But it's probably why I don't really like his design that much, because I didn't really plan it out, but I did know what his color scheme would look like, kind of. And I tried my best to interpret that and make it look cool. And with that, we're on to the last character for today. My microphone sucks. I'm recording this in my basement, and I can't speak. I can't word. I have my script. I can't read it. This is gonna be the worst voiceover ever. Okay, anyways, last up is my favorite character who I draw way too much, and that's Ash. He's the main character of my story. Well, one of my stories. See, because my story, Cataclysm, is one out of 3 stories that are all connected together. And it's about a group of teens that are trying to erase all the sin from the world, and they're trapped in the Heavenly Afterlife School. And they're mainly trying to stop the villain group, the Calamity, who I'm gonna do a whole nother video on the villains later. And they're taught by a teacher named Dexter, who works for Nigel and is obsessed with Nigel and is kind of an idiot, to be honest. That's kind of the short version. There's like a lot of characters, and it's really kind of hard to explain without showing you all the characters, but I only did 3 drawings for today because I'm lazy. I procrastinated on this video for so long. But yeah, Ash is the son of the Grim Reaper, and without saying it, he takes the role of his father after he, mysteriously dies. Ooh, spooky. He doesn't know this until, he gets sent to the Heavenly Afterlife School and slowly has to unlock his powers. Kind of like, Steven Universe style. And he has to find these, I don't know how to say it, guardians of the Earth, but not just the Earth. Guardians of the universe. Guardians of the galaxy. No, but they're spirits who watch after the Earth, and there are 4 main ones, and then a whole bunch of other ones that work for the different spirits. And you can see on his design that on the sleeves of his coat, there are actually like 4 glowing colors that represent the spirits. And his jacket was actually gifted to him from his father, before he died and such. And it kind of has like a secret that needs to be unlocked that will tell him about his past and, the other Grim Reapers and how this all came to be and blah, 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 blah. I can't speak. But yeah, I'm just gonna let the rest of the video play, and this was the worst voiceover ever.